Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Chris Loves Comics. It's Wednesday, it's New Comic Book Day. I hope you guys are finding everything that you're looking for today, and I hope you enjoy your books. Today was a small haul, and by small, I only got one book, but I've already read it. I'm not going to go through it, so that way there will be no spoilers, but Cobra Commander, issue number 4. Yeah, I thought it was issue number 5. Issue number 4. This book was awesome. Joshua Williamson is doing a fantastic job with the Energon universe with the books Duke and Cobra Commander. He's doing a bang up job, and Joshua Williamson has been around for a minute. He's been doing great, mostly at DC. He has the Superman run, and he has other books in DC. He's just been doing a great job. And speaking of DC, I'm gonna be going over as I put in for the community post. I'm gonna briefly go over why I don't really pick up floppies from Marvel and DC anymore, and the answer is multi-tiered. The first one, I feel collectively, with the exception of a few exceptions of Green Lantern is done very well by Jeremy Adams, and World's Finest by Mark Waid, fantastic book. I feel collectively Marvel and DC are in a creative rut, and I think it's for a couple of reasons. One, I really, with the exception of those people and Joshua Williamson, I really don't like any of the writers. I feel the characters are very colorless. I feel they're very bland, and I feel the stories aren't really that important. Especially, and speaking of stories not being important, I just feel like there's an event every freaking month. It's just, and that's the thing too. And I understand why they're trying to, to get you excited for this event. It bleeds over into other books, but me as an old school collector, I like if I'm gonna collect a Superman book, an event is cool, but I don't want to have to, because I'm a completionist at heart. I don't want to have to get let's say like a Wonder Woman book that, I love Wonder Woman, but I don't want to have to get these other books in order to complete the event. It just, I don't have the money for that, and I also don't have the time for that. I also feel like I mentioned before, the heroes and characters are very colorless and bland. I feel like a lot of the authors don't really know the characters, and they're pretty much writing themselves in the books. And I'm not trying to speak a hyperbole. This is just how I feel. If you love Marvel and DC, and I love Marvel and DC too. I just read the omnis and I read the back issues. But go forth, enjoy your books. But this is just the opinion of this guy. Another one of the big reasons too, as mentioned before, price point. It's ridiculous what Marvel, especially DC. Like some books are like $7.99 and some books are $8.99, and you're not even getting 32 pages. And by also not getting 32 pages, like Marvel and DC, they have these backup stories, which really, to me, they just deter from the main character. And it's like, I don't care about the backup stories. I buy a Green Lantern book. I don't want to read about the Super Sons in a small excerpt. If I want to read Super Sons, I'll read it, from a Super Sons book. But I've kind of had it with Marvel and DC, well, with the new issues. But as you've seen from the channel, I've been collecting the Marvel and DC omnis. I love the old stuff, so I think I'm just gonna stick with reading those. But for floppies, I've been loving indies, especially Image. Image has just been doing a fantastic job. I feel like Marvel and DC could learn a lot from them. I feel like the authors are having a lot of fun, especially Joshua Williamson, and you'll find out once you read this issue of Cobra Commander, he's having a ball with the characters. And I don't know, I feel like a lot of the authors just forgot what fun is when it came to writing either Superman or Spider-Man. To me, and I was a huge Spider-Man fan. Like, to me, Spider-Man hasn't been fun in 10 years. It's just been the same recycled garbage over and over again. And while I'm on that topic of recycled garbage, I'm a huge Batman fan. The Chip Zdarsky run was great when it started with Failsafe, but then they started with Zur-En-Arrh, which is a Grant Morrison creation. I feel like a lot of artists and a lot of authors are just cribbing off of old content creators, and to me it's boring. And not just that, I feel like it's lazy, in my humble opinion. But that's why I don't really subscribe that much to Marvel and DC anymore. But I love the old stuff. For World's Finest, I'm getting the trade hardcovers, and I was subscribed to Green Lantern, but half the stories Green Lantern, half the stories the backup story. I'm just gonna buy the trade paperbacks. And speaking of Green Lantern, Jeremy Adams, he's writing a fantastic indies story. He's gonna be doing his version of Flash Garden, and as someone who's a little bit older, I am so excited for Flash Gordon. Couldn't be more excited. But that's it for this week. I hope you guys again have found everything you're looking for, and I hope my video didn't dissuade you. Please, if you love Marvel and DC, go forth. But some people have commented to ask why I don't read that much Marvel and DC floppies anymore, and those are the reasons. Plain and simple. No fuss, no muss. And again, that's the end of this week. Thank you very much for everyone who's subscribed to me. It really does mean a lot to me. I'm going to put a few of my friends' links in the description down below. Please consider giving them a listen and a like and a subscribe. They're really great people, and I think you'll like what you see. All right, everyone. Take care and be safe. Bye-bye.